You're sitting at your desk and it hits all at once. The list, the email you haven't answered, the thing you said yesterday, the thing you have to do tomorrow. None of it is happening right now, but your body doesn't know that. Your chest goes tight. Your thoughts speed up and blur together, and the harder you try to sort it out, the further away calm gets. That's overwhelm. And here's the thing. You can't think your way out of it because thinking is what got you here. When your overthinking tips over into overwhelm, the way out isn't in your head. It's somewhere else entirely. So today, one thing, one grounding technique, and we'll do it together before the end of this video. Not 5, one that works in the moment, the one I come back to most for exactly this. Watch until the end of the video to benefit from it. Maybe for you it's not the desk. Maybe it's the car, sat in the driveway with the engine off. Or it's 9 p.m, everyone's finally asleep, and instead of the quiet feeling like relief, it's the moment all the noise gets louder. The day is over and your body still hasn't got the message. If you recognize that, there's a reason for it. And it isn't that you're bad at coping. Here's what overwhelm is. It's not one big feeling. It's your attention scattered across many things at once, none of them in the present, all of them feeling urgent. Your mind is time traveling. It's in yesterday's conversation and tomorrow's deadline, and the general sense that everything is too much. And every one of those places is somewhere you can't do anything. You can't fix yesterday. You can't do tomorrow yet. So the alarm just keeps ringing with nowhere to go, just the feeling of anxiety building up. Grounding is the opposite of that. In plain terms, grounding means bringing your attention back to right now, to your body and the room you're actually in, on purpose. Not to relax, not to feel nice, to get one foot back on solid ground while the storm carries on. There are a few grounding techniques you've probably heard of. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, where you name 5 things you can see, 4 you can hear, and so on down. Cold water on your wrists, naming the objects around you out loud. They work on the same principle, and some days they help. But most of them ask you to distract yourself away from the storm. The one I want to give you does something better. It teaches you to stand steady in the middle of it. So why would bringing your attention to the present do anything at all? Why would wiggling your toes touch something as big as overwhelm? There's a concept in psychology called perseverative cognition. Researchers Jos Broschot, William Guerin, and Julian Thayer described it back in 2006, and it explains something important. Your body's stress response isn't switched on by the stressful event itself. It's switched on by thinking about it. Every time your mind returns to the worry, your body reacts as if it's happening now. So a problem that lasted 5 minutes in real life can keep your system switched on for hours, because your mind keeps replaying it. The overthinking is the thing keeping the alarm on. That's why you can't reason your way calm. Reasoning is more thinking, and more thinking is more fuel. Grounding works from the other direction. When you move your attention onto something happening right now, the weight of your feet, a sound in the room, you interrupt the replay. For that moment, the mind isn't in yesterday or tomorrow, and the body, which was only reacting to the replay, gets a chance to notice there's no actual threat in the room. There's a second piece, and it's the part people skip. Naming what you feel does something measurable. A study at UCLA, led by Matthew Lieberman, found that when people simply put words to an emotion, this is anxiety, this is overwhelm, the brain's alarm center, the amygdala, starts to settle, not fighting the feeling, not fixing it, just naming it. Hold on to that, because it's the first step of what we're about to do together. And if the idea of naming the feeling makes you want to skip ahead, because who has time to sit and feel things when the list is this long, that reaction is the pattern we're working with. The rush to fix is the overwhelm talking. The technique is called dropping the anchor. It comes from acceptance and commitment therapy known as ACT, and it was shaped into this form by an ACT trainer called Russ Harris. The image is simple. A boat in a storm can't stop the storm, but it can drop an anchor, and the anchor holds it steady until the weather passes. You're not trying to stop the overwhelm. You're dropping something solid so it can't drag you off. It has 3 steps, and they spell ACE. Let's actually do it. Wherever you are, you don't need to close your eyes, just keep watching. A is for acknowledge what's here. Silently, name it. There's tension in my chest. There's a racing feeling. This is overwhelm. Don't argue with it. Don't explain it. Just say what's true right now. That's the affect labeling we just talked about. You've already started bringing the volume down. C is for come back into your body. Push your feet into the floor and feel the ground push back. Straighten your spine. Press your fingertips together or press your palms slowly down against your legs. Right now, notice where you're holding the tension, your jaw, your shoulders, your chest, and let that spot be where you drop the anchor. You're not getting rid of the feeling. You're reminding your body there's a floor underneath you. E is for engage with the world around you. Look up. Name 3 things you can see. Notice 1 sound you can hear. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin. You're widening the lens from the storm inside to the room you're in. That's 1 round. Here's what you should have noticed. The overwhelm is probably still there. This isn't a trick to make it vanish, and if I promised that, I'd be lying to you. But you're holding it now instead of being held by it. The feeling got smaller relative to you because you got bigger around it. That's the whole move. And it works for the 2 reasons we covered. You named the feeling, which settles the alarm, and you pulled your attention out of the replay and into the present, which stops feeding the body. If you remember nothing else, remember 3 letters. A CE. Acknowledge, come back, engage. You can do it at your desk, in the car, at 9 p.m. in a quiet house. Nobody can see you doing it, and you can drop the anchor as many times as the storm needs. You're not falling apart when you feel overwhelmed. Your mind has pulled you out of the present and into many places at once, and your body is doing exactly what it's built to do in response. You are never going to think your way out of that, but you can drop an anchor and you can do it anywhere. Next time, we're looking at what to do when a situation gets so big in your mind you can't see around it, and a way to get above it and see it at its real size. If this felt like something you needed to hear, the next one will too. Subscribe so it finds you. I'll see you there.